So let's talk about Exodus 32. So here we hear that the people are grumbling because Moses has been gone a long time. So Aaron tells them, look, we don't know where he is. Give me your gold rings. I'm going to fashion a graving tool, and I'm going to make a molten calf. So he makes this calf, which represents a god of strength and power, more or less, this golden calf. He represents the God of Israel. And the reason why we know this was meant to be a representation of Yehovah, God of Israel, is because Aaron goes on to say a proclamation. He says, tomorrow shall be a feast to the Lord. And they built an altar to this golden calf. They were calling the calf the Lord. Now, does this mean that they were worshiping some other god? No, because in the Hebrew, if we go to verse 5, all right, and we go to the corresponding passage in the Hebrew, that final word for Lord is spelled with a lamed, yod he vav he. That means Yehovah, okay? So they believed genuinely that they were worshiping Yehovah, and they created their own day of feasting and celebration to him. This is one of the reasons why it is so important to not create our own things, our own ways of worshiping Yehovah. He has prescribed quite clearly in his word how he wants to be worshipped. And this is a prime example of when people take matters into their own hands and fall into idolatry.